Hey, everybody. A lot of people have been really all in on AI stocks for the last year or two, and for good reason. It's a massive investment opportunity, probably the most transformative technology trend, at least of the past decade or two. And there's a lot a lot of great investments to be made there. But I'm going to look at another multi-trillion-dollar opportunity that nobody's talking about. We're going to talk about it in just a second. Before we do, please take a minute and check the link you see on your screen, fool.com/Frankel. I'll put it in the description of this video. You can get the top 10 stocks to buy right now from the Motley Fool for free. It is the best way to support this work I'm doing on YouTube. Again, fool.com/Frankel. Please check it out. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. The opportunity that I am talking about is, surprise, surprise, in real estate. So there is a $35 trillion market opportunity that's kind of hiding in plain sight. So consider these three statistics right here. So over the past 5 years in the United States, home values have risen by 52%. Now, most people know that home prices soared during the pandemic years, but you might not be aware that since 2022, when the world started to kind of normalize and interest rates started to rise, we've seen a 16% gain in home prices since then. Meanwhile, mortgage rates have been stubbornly high. Right now, they're at about 6.6%, and that's the lowest they've been in a year. We haven't seen really sub 6% mortgage rates since early 2022. And so, because of these things, home equity has soared. Very few people are willing to tap into it. There's some people who are refinancing right now and getting home equity loans and things like that, but not a lot. So right now, U.S. homeowners are sitting on $35 trillion in home equity. That is by far an all-time high. And so this creates a big opportunity as rates hopefully start to fall later this year. Now, there are a lot of companies that could benefit from this one way or another. There's a lot of mortgage lenders out there and companies involved with the home loan process. There's a bunch of companies that could be kind of adjacent beneficiaries, like home improvement retailers. A lot of the reason people borrow against their equity is to do big projects like Home Depot and things like that. Um, but three in particular that I am excited about right now with this opportunity, and I think that they're all very attractively valued right now, are rocket companies. Ticker is RKT. SoFi, ticker symbol SOFI, and Upstart, UPST. So just looking at those one at a time. So Rocket is the parent of several companies. Quicken Loans is one of the companies under the Rocket umbrella, for example. But really, they're known for Rocket Mortgage, which is one of the largest mortgage lenders in the United States. Refinancing is historically a big part of their business. Um, you know, when people buy homes, a lot of times they'll use their realtor's mortgage guy. Um, but for refinancing, the online marketplace is a lot more lively. And just to kind of give you the power of low interest rates, in 2021, when we had the 3% mortgage rates, Rocket's refinancing volume was roughly 4 times what it is now. Now consider all the people who have bought homes at 6, 7%, 8% in some cases interest rates in the past couple of years. Um, all of that is pent up demand for refinancing, in addition to the home equity opportunity. And the company's doing a great job of building out an all-in-one real estate platform. It just acquired Redfin, that's now a Rocket company. It's about to acquire an even larger company called Mr. Cooper, which is a mortgage servicer. It's really trying to build out an all-in-one real estate platform and disrupt the industry, and it could have a very bright future ahead of it. So second is SoFi, which you might not think of when I'm saying home refinancing. They're best known for their banking products. They started out life as a student loan refinancer, but they're really trying to disrupt the banking industry. They have checking accounts, savings accounts, personal loans, credit cards, brokerage services, you name it. So they have offered mortgages for a long time, but it's been a relatively small part of their business. And the last time that the mortgage market was booming, like in 2020 and 2021, SoFi was a much different business. Specifically, SoFi wasn't a bank until 2022. It had to rely on third party partners to lend money. That's not the case anymore. So, mortgage lending could become a much bigger part of SoFi's plan to 10x its business. Management says it wants to be a top 10 financial institution, which to get on that list would need to be roughly about 10 times its size. And you can see the chart on the right here, home loan volume. So if you look at in 2021, when mortgage rates were really low, here's SoFi's home loan volume, fell off a cliff in 2022, as you might expect, and kind of just stuck around there for another year or two. They finally started to put some more resources into the mortgage business in 2024, but you can see just kind of the explosive growth between Q2 of 2024 and Q2 of 2025, which is right here. That is a massive growth rate in what's still a pretty bad environment for mortgage lending. So SoFi does offer refinancing. They offer primary mortgages. They offer a whole range of products. I think this could be a real big growth opportunity that's kind of flying under the radar now, because out of their three major loan types, personal loans, student loans, and home loans, it's by far the smallest still. But that I don't think that's going to be the case for very long. Last but certainly not least is Upstart. They are not directly a lender usually. They are an origination platform. They developed an AI powered algorithm that uses over 1,000 different data points and the goal is to do a better job of predicting loan risk than the traditional methods like the FICO score. It's proven to be effective with personal loans, which is Upstart's core business and represents about 90% of its loans. But Upstart has been rapidly building out auto loans and home equity lines of credit on its platform. If it can even replicate a little bit of its personal loan success, it would be enormous. And you can just see the home origination growth. This is a very new form of lending for Upstart. It was originated in late 2023, and it's just really gotten parabolic. It's still a small part of the business, so it's really flying under the radar right now. But you can see 9x growth year over year, 67% sequential growth. So from the first quarter to the second, up by 67%. If this trajectory keeps up, this will not be a small part of the business for very long. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my share real quick. So it's a big opportunity. Those are three great ways I'd like to play it. I'd love to hear what you think about not only those companies, but which companies you think I should be taking a look at when it comes to the long-tailed opportunity of mortgage refinancing. My bold prediction is we're going to see 5% mortgage rates within a year, at least by the end of 2026. I think the Fed's going to start cutting rates kind of aggressively if they do the first couple and it doesn't lead to more inflation or anything like that. I think you're going to see more aggressive rate cuts than the market thinks. So that's really where I stand. I'd love to hear what you think. Leave me any comments. I'll do my best to respond to all of them individually. And thanks for watching. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by more than 5 times. Go to fool.com/Frankel to get your 10 stock picks now. The Motley Fool Stock Advisor returns are 914% as of January 7th, 2025, and are measured against the S&P 500 returns of 174% as of January 7th, 2025.